Part 6.
Right, another day working on Justin's truck. Got the service truck here so I can work out of the back of it, and that actually puts me at a pretty good height for working in the engine bay. I'm gonna work on getting the timing set, trying to see if I get that carb adjusted up pretty good and see if I can get her running real good so I feel a little more comfortable starting to drive this thing. I also got a couple fuel leaks to button up. I know one tank leaks real bad, point you can't use it. So that'll have to be replaced. The other tank seems like it might be leaking out of the sending unit, and that one's not super bad. It's also leaking out of the fuel pump a little bit. So I'm gonna button those up, try to get it running real good, and see if I can start reliably driving it. So I went through and I checked the timing. Whoo, it was way off. It was at like 25 degrees initial timing, which is way too much. So I backed that down to like 11, 12-ish degrees initial. I pulled out the mixture screws, cleaned those out, put them back to factory setting. Actually a little leaner than factory because it did look like it was running pretty fat at idle. And now I'm just buttoning up. Whoever did this, they had the ground for the choke. Big long wire, this red one ran all the way to the alternator bracket, which was just goofy. Factory chokes on these, they just ground them right to where the little electric, I don't know if you call it a motor, not really a motor, it's the electric heat thing to set the choke. They ground it right to the body of it. So I'm gonna fix that because I can't stand looking at it. And then I'm gonna have to pick up some vacuum plugs because all the ones on this carb are all rotted out. But gonna fix that ground wire real quick and see how it likes the timing and those idle circuits being cleaned out. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I took it for a ride down the road. It was pinging its brains out, and I brought it back and I double checked the timing on it, and it was a little higher than I thought I had it set. It was sitting at like 14 degrees, and I could not get the thing to idle down at all. I checked my vacuum advance on the distributor, the diaphragm shot in it, you could suck right through it. So I just took it off, plugged it. I don't need a vacuum advance on the distributor. So I just set base timing at like 9, 10 degrees. Total timing on it is only like 20 that I could get that thing to advance to, revving it out without screaming it. So maybe a fresh distributor down the road. I mean, you probably will get one, but for now, timing should be good enough.